Hi everybody, it's your girl Tofu. We are back today with some of What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I keep hearing sounds around this house and it creeps me out so much. Alright, I think we got everything in this room. I think we just need to go over here. No? Okay, not over here.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Did we go in here already? Oh my goodness, I don't know. Wait, hold on, let me get the settings. I want to make sure. It seems a little bit dark. Okay, it might look worse, but I think it's better. Okay. Okay. Or should we go back that way? You know what? I'm not too sure. Let's go. Let's... Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Okay, maybe I turned up the brightness a little bit too much, but this is just where we're at today. Blind as fuck. Oh, I hate this music. I hate this music so much. Ooh, that scared me. A little bit glitchy. What's in there? Okay, okay, okay. Is there anything to look at behind there? Ugh, I don't like it. Okay. Is there anything? Did I miss anything over here? No? Okay.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Another. So this is where, okay. Yep. Is that a Confederate flag? Okay. Alright. We'll just,
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Oh, okay, we can't move it. I'm not playing this at night anymore, but that doesn't change how scared I feel.
Maybe she was hiding presents.
I get the feeling they are not presents. I'm sorry. I don't think... Now it just looks weird. The brightness is a little too much. Let me just turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. It looked a little purple, the shadows, and I was like, not about that life. I have those under my eyes. I don't need them in my games.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I hear a generator. Do you hear a generator? If I find any dead bodies, I'm done. I'm pretty sure it's not that type of game, but I'm scared nonetheless.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
If we find Walter down here...
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Sure.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter. So we had this, like, underground bunker. 2005. Oh, that wasn't that long ago.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Oh, no.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
An earthquake?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
What
I was
happened?
expected to be dead tomorrow.
Are we gonna...
But if you wait long
January
enough, you
1976.
get used to anything.
He has the radio. He's listening
Even
to
a
the
monster
tunes of that
on the
time.
other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just...
March 2005. He was
Stop.
down here for so long. He's eating the same thing over and over again. Look, his
Whatever
hands
that
are
thing
different.
was,
You see liver spots?
It was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Without the rumbling, the shaking.
I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
So he was down here because he wasn't feeling safe? Oh, no. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. Oh, this makes me so uncomfortable. Oh, there's more books here.
I know it's out there
30
somewhere.
years? 30 years of being alone? Oh, this is so eerie.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Okay, that's what we can press, but what's... Is there anything in here? Oh, no, I'm just blind.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
But we die
I'm
today,
going to
right?
appreciate
2005.
all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
We get run over by a train. Because we die that day, don't we? As soon as we step out. Is that the shittiest thing
Walter died
ever, or
when I was
what?
6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh my goodness. Should we go down the same way he did?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Fake window. There's a train. Oh, I don't like this at all. Even the curtain, the sound of it scared me.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. No, girl, get back down there! I do not do well with intuitive controls. At all. Things haven't changed since 2005.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
If Edith dies at the end of this, I'm going to be very upset.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
I don't want to get run over, so I'm like walking to the side.
Everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
So that's where the train kind of like broke off, I guess.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Did that just turn on randomly?
But I thought you should know about your family.
Who am I talking to?
And the history you're a part of.
I was like, do I go into the waves? No, I don't think I do.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Oh my goodness, what is happening here?
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Bless me. This does not seem stable. This game is so pretty. What must that feel like, thinking that you're going to die any given second?
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Let me guess, we're going
It's
to the
embarrassing
cemetery.
for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Shadow, Shatsi, Oliver, Bob, Christopher.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh. Lucy was a dog. Daisy. Charlie was a cat. Tucker, Coco. Zoe, Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr. Shadow. Oh, Shatsi, Oliver, Bob. A frog? Oh, I can't see that one. Bailey. Bailey must have been an important one. They got a very large house.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
I'm not sure I trust Edie. Oh, Molly did die. Oh, no, wait. That's not the cat. That's the person. Sorry. Calvin. Sven Finch. Edie Finch. Died in 2010. Books, Saw, Astronaut, Cat with an Angel, Wing, Walter Finch. Barbara had a star on hers.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Well, isn't Edie the one who kept painting the pictures of everybody?
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
I was wondering what that was.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay. Methinks that the wood should have been decomposed by now, but what do I know? What should I do now? Should I go back to the house?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Side? This game is so somber!
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Sam Finch. Wait, is our mom dead too?
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Milton Finch. Sanjay Kumar. Lewis Finch.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
I want to look at this real quick. So, oh, we're going to have fun discovering what happened to Gus and Gregory then. Dawn in 2016. Oh, that's going to be so sad to find out. Sanjay also died. Lewis. Wait, okay, so Sanjay married into the family. This is low-key depressing.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Was this here before? I love how I just have no sense of direction. Is this gonna break? Doesn't look very sturdy. Is this how we die? Oh, I'm so anxious. Okay, this is where we were Barbara. Right, no, not Barbara. Molly, and we were the cat.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
We're... Oh no. 22 weeks. Oh, guys. What's that? Another room.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
I'm still shook about the 22 weeks pregnant part. Why did we come back to the house? I'm pretty sure it's the house itself that's cursed. Maybe it's not even the family.
They were both pretty intense.
Can I shut the door? No? Okay. Okay, we'll look at that in a second because that's going to be the
Sam
story of
spent his
Sam.
life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I need to look at this one more time. Sam. Everything looks so lived in all of these rooms.
Instead of hiding from
Photography.
death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
I mean, reverse psychology. If death follows you, why not follow death itself? Death can't get you if you catch death first. That literally made no sense. Oh my goodness. Okay. Airline ticket. One sec. Is that who he married? Sam married Kay, and then they had Gus, Gregory, and Dawn? Yeah. How'd Kay die? Oh, lordy. I feel very uncomfortable. Another portrait, U.S. Marines. Yep. Photography. Marine. Okay. That's a ring right there. Did he take a selfie?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? What? Am I gonna?
Perfect.
Oh, crap. I missed
It's
something.
gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
I took the photo too soon. I feel so bad about that. I missed something.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
I want, like, right here.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Oh, I want to take a picture of this.
Aw.
Nothing quite like being outside.
I'm just taking a bunch of pictures. I love this. Oh, birdies. The music is so relaxing. I could honestly stay here forever.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done? Hey!
That's a keeper.
Aww.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
To tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
That makes me so
Grandpa
sad.
Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Right here.
Give me a minute to check the map.
I just, oh,
Let's see.
I want to go camping.
Maybe.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
I'm over here, Dad.
He doesn't die. He dies on this camping trip. Oh,
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn.
oh! I cut them off. Crap. Crap! I cut them off.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up. Great shot, Don!
Oh.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Oh wow! I feel so bad about cutting them off. Oh darn me!
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh. Wait.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
some-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
This is so sad. I don't like this game. It's just sad. Everyone's dying.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Okay, Carlisle, Sam Finch. They divorced. Wait, I want to look. I just want to see what it said, so. Okay. Ugh.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, this is cute. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing with the frog? Oh, am I just playing? This is enchanting.
Watching over Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Grab it.
I wonder what he saw.
Oh my god. Wait.
What his room was like.
This is magical.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
Oh! I love Tchaikovsky. Oh, we
Sure
got
made him
stuck.
happy.
There's a whale! Everything's so happy and cute! Oh! Whee! It's so cute! Wait, there's letters. Is this the right way? No! Jump on the whale! Jump on the whale!
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the
No.
world we saw.
No. Turn it off! Turn it off!
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Go or right?
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
I hate this game! It's Don's brother. I hate this game. This is so sad. I heard a ribbit. Where's Mr. Frog? Oh. There he is. Can I grab him? No. Jesus Christ. Lockers. Dawn is... So she was able to move.
I can't imagine my mom
Gus.
ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus was a little bit older. Oh, when he was a teenager, he must have covered up his name. Raise flag, 7:30 a.m. Breakfast, 8. Quiet time, 11. Duties, dawn. Sweep trash. Mop mow yard. Be a baby. Jump rope, 100 times. Jumping jacks, push-ups, crunches. Run to mailbox and back. House rules. No playing outside without permission. No answering door for strangers. No messes after dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. Gus, Dawn, Gregory. Emergency evacuation plan. Oh, well, their father was a military guy, so it makes sense that they're cute little... It's very military. That's cute. Okay.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh my god.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh my goodness. Look at the mess we're making with the chairs.
Then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh my lord.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Because she grew up with Gus more than she grew up with Gregory. Alright, let's find out what happened to our mother! I guess we can't. She doesn't have a shrine here, but it must be somewhere else in the house. More books. Poetry. Returns home. Red flag warning. Prone. Returning home. Goblins and ghouls. Hate the way this house sounds. Oh.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
It's really pretty. It looks so hippie. Holy Bible.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
We probably shouldn't open that yet. Dawn and Sanjay. Oh. We married, yeah. Okay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Fly to India. She loved to travel. 10 ways to teach critical thinking. Religion, science, math, history. She was a teacher while helping hands create safe places. Wow. Okay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Missing posters. This house. We keep moving further and further up it though, don't we? But that's what it feels like anyway.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Dawn.
I'm sure Edie was
Lewis.
happy to have her back.
Milton. Edith. Garden together. Mint, thyme, sage, basil.
The house had to get a
stories.
little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So this was like where we kind of grew up in this house, like this facet of the house. This is a gut-wrenching story. I don't like it.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
She homeschooled us. Great job. This is a cute little classroom. Edith, Barbara, Gus, Sven, Odin, Gregory, Calvin, Sam, Molly. What was she teaching us? Lewis, rules. More books. We had a class pet. What a cool window.
But it didn't last.
Of course it didn't. Odin Finch. So in this classroom, she taught us about the family. Our family history, fact or fiction. There's a religion sign again. Scientific method, observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Relief efforts end in disaster. So that's how Sanjay died. That fucking sucks. To teach, to learn, Dawn Finch.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to go here. I guess not. Painting. loved art.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
This is like Rapunzel. He just disappeared. Yeah, they didn't know where he went.
Milton disappeared.
There's a crown on. I wish the door was here. No. Okay. Now I bet we go up
searching
there.
for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Anything around here? Probably not. Okay, alright.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Wait. Wait a second. It's a boat. This house is so precarious, it makes me unbelievably uncomfortable.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
San Juan Ale. Legalized. So, games. Don't you just love this? Lewis Finch locker contents.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Is that how we die? We get chopped?
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats.
We love
toads.
games.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Oh my god, I can't do both.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss, but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
It got
It
bigger.
seemed
The
very
game got
promising
bigger.
at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Huh.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Can we go in there? No. I cannot do both. Oh my goodness. I'm so bad
He
at
was
this.
always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
It's gonna get bigger and bigger.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Lord. It's so much bigger. Reality is
Conquer a
smaller
city,
for
then
him.
immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Oh. We went a little bit crazy.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
I'm so bad at both of this. I want to look at everything. Are we
The
sinking?
queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
bad if I hit those things, do you
He
think?
followed the sound of her electric sitar.
It's getting harder and harder to do both. Not hard, but like, oh, I'm not paying
His
attention.
chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh no. It took over almost completely. Guys!
He knew the world was
Oh,
all in
no.
his imagination.
Oh my god, I can't. There's more! I can't keep doing
But he was
this!
so proud of having created it. In his own
No.
eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
In here? What?
He began to forget the world we know.
It's a locker.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
What? Are we letting fish go? Wait, no, we're not. Are we? No.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
We're not always getting to fish.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising me.
Molly. It's kind of cute. Oh Lord. Oh no.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
We chopped off our head. It's a guillotine.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
We're missing Dawn and Edie.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died
Me.
a lot.
Me. Wait, I want to see if that door opened anything. This one? Yeah. I think Dawn will be next and then Edie.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
We're getting higher and higher up.
I wish we'd stayed.
All the missing posters. Packing.
But I understand why we left.
This is fun. I love these things. Okay, okay, okay. Focus. Focus.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
We're not a ghost, right? That'd be weird. We're pregnant. We can't be a pregnant ghost.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Can I go this way? I can. Oh, I guess we do go this way.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. and appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
I hate that. I don't have a lot to say. Are we just gonna go through all the levels? I want to know how Edith died. I have so many questions. What on earth? I didn't like that ending. That's a trophy. That's cute. We're just going back to the very bottom of the house, I guess. Don, Gregory. Yeah, we're going back through the house. This is a really interesting way to do the credits, though. Gives me some kind of closure. Oh my goodness. Don't those holds look like old oranges? They do to me. What happened to Edith? Well, I think it was a masterpiece. I'm left with so many questions. I know it was supposed to be that way, but I feel upset about it nonetheless, you know? Like, I want more of it. I want a conclusion. I want an ending, because that didn't feel like an ending to me. I want to know what happens to her kid. I need to know what happens to her, and I want to know the story behind why all of them just keep disappearing, you know? It was beautifully done. I mean, I loved how real everything was. I loved everything that I felt playing it, you know? It was eerie and creepy and off-putting and uncomfortable and disconcerting and all of those words, and it's amazing how they designed a setting, a house that could be so all the other words, but it could also be comfortable and cozy, and it could feel like a home, just empty, you know? My dream is to be a playtester. Can someone hit me up? I'd do it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're at like almost the bottom of the house. Is this the coolest way to do credits or what? Like, oh my goodness. Here's the refrigerator. The Edith Finch team. (2012 to 2017). It's a smaller team. The end. No! No! That's something I would totally play again, just to get all the details and to play it from the very beginning, knowing, like, I guess the end would just be so much fun to, like, and just continue to put it all together, because connection is always something that, like, I've struggled with, connecting different pieces of puzzles together in terms of a story, so it'd be really interesting to play this again, and I think I might do that on my own time. I have so many thoughts on this. I think they need a moment or two to saturate. I'm sorry I didn't have a whole lot of commentary in this last part. I think I wanted to experience it, and I didn't think I had, like, that much to offer in terms of commentary. Like, I don't know, like, I didn't have much to say. Maybe it's because I'm just like in a little bit of shock. I didn't quite expect that ending. I knew that the ending was gonna be kind of ambiguous, but I didn't expect it to be quite that up in the air, but it was. I'm a little sad about it, but I think this was a beautiful masterpiece, and I had so much fun playing it, and there's just still so much mystery around all of it, and I'm so glad that I got to share this with you guys, and until the next episode of whatever we're doing, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys!